Hey, it's KrepsyK, and today we're going to open up a commander deck, this one being the Kadena Slinking Sorcerer. I don't know if this was one of the more fun ones, but I do like the Sultai colors. Green, black, blue, or black, green, blue is probably one of my favorite color combinations. You get all the fun ramp and good stuff with green. You get the card draw and fun tricksy benefits from blue. And black has all kinds of good stuff with it. You got the sacrifice stuff, the graveyard stuff. Oh, my finger! I hurt it. Ow. I may be bleeding for this product opening. Apparently you guys need to really be careful when opening products from Wizards of the Coast. Wow, that glue was really on there. Holy smokes. Alright, we're going to do this rough and tumble because I'm not going to bleed all over the thing, and I really can't stop to do anything different. So, obviously you've got the Kadena card here. Kadena card right here. Try and get some good art on that. The foiling is okay, but obviously, you know, anything foil you get from Wizards of the Coast is going to have a nice big old bend in it. So let's go ahead and get in here. Let's take a look. Maybe one of these days I'll show you guys my trick for taking bends out of foils. I know a few of you guys out there might be pretty interested. I told a few people, but you know. It looks like this one doesn't come with the counter. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, but every other one of these that I've opened on stream, or on video, has come with the counter. The ones from this series had this symbol, like the Planeswalker symbol, and the ones from the Zendikar series, not Zendikar series, but the Theros? Not Theros. Whatever the last set was. Anyway, the ones from last year had these, or the ones from this year had these, the ones from last year had the Planeswalker symbols. However, I don't think this one... Man, alright, well, I guess I got ripped off for a counter. Let's go ahead and get into the deck. I don't want to waste too much more time. Let's see. Boom, just like that. Alright, and we have devalued this product. Let's get into it, shall we? Kadena Slinking Sorcerer, Sultai colors in 1 for 3/3 legendary Naga Wizard. The first face-down creature spell you cast each turn costs 3 less to cast. Well, that basically just says your opponent knows that it's a creature that's face-down. Whenever face-down creature in this battlefield, draw a card. Okay, well, it's card draw anyway, so since your opponent knows... You know, oh, my pinky hurts. That's alright, I'll keep it off the cards. I'll probably be playing with these by myself in sleeves anyway. I mean, I guess your opponent knows it's a creature. Not too bad. Let's see. You've got Rayami, First of the Fallen, Sultai colors in 1 for a 5/4 legendary vampire. Another foil here. A non-token creature would die. Exile that card with a blood counter on it instead. As long as it's exiled with a blood counter on it, it has flying. As long as an exiled card with a blood counter on it has flying, Rayami has flying. Okay, so anything you put a blood counter on, if it has an effect, Rayami gets the effect. Rayami. Okay, and that's just all that. Alright. Next one is going to be Volrath, the Shapestealer, Sultai colors in 2 for a 7/5 legendary shapeshifter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That's any creature. That's pretty cool. Pay 1 till next turn. Becomes a copy of target creature with a counter on it, except it's a 7/5 with this ability. Well, if it has a -1/-1 counter on it, it would actually be a 6/4, unless I'm understanding that differently. Then we got our tokens. We've got the Sapperling tokens on one side. We've got Manifest tokens on the other side. We've got a Morph token. So some of them are Morph, some of them are Manifest, and these are all the saplings, same art. Nice. I do like tokens. I think specialty tokens do have a place. Magic, Assassin, and Morph. Assassin, Morph, Assassin Morph, Plant, 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 and Morph, Snake, Snake. So, those are all your tokens there. Pretty decent. I do like I said, specialty tokens. Pretty happy with that. Let's get into this. Got Leadership Vacuum, 3-drop instant. Target player returns each commander they control to the command zone. Draw a card. Cool. Good card. Mire and Misery, 2-drop. Each opponent sacrifices creature or enchantment. Good card. Voice of Many, 4-drop, 3/3 elf. Enters battlefield, draw a card for each opponent who controls fewer creatures than you. That's interesting. That's an interesting little... Scare Tiller, if you're familiar with the Scarecrows, you know. Whenever it becomes tapped, put a land from your hand on the battlefield, or return a land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay. Echoing Truth, 2-drop instant, return target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent to owner's hands. Great for tokens or copy creatures, stuff like that. For Commander, you know, I don't know how good this is for Commander, obviously. Reality Shift, 2-drop instant, exile target creature, controller manifests top card. Cool. Tezzeret's Gambit, 3 and a Phyrexian mana, which can be paid with the color or 2 life. Draw 2 cards, proliferate. Willbender, 2-drop, Human Wizard, Morph 2, turns face up for 3. Turns face up, counter target spell. Okay. Well, counter target spell or ability with a single target. Skin Thinner, 2-drop, 2/1, Morph for 5, up for 3. I think they're all face up for 3. I don't think there's any that aren't face up for 3. Turn face up, blow up a non-black creature, cannot be regenerated. Survivalist, when it's turn faced up, destroy enchantment or artifact. Okay. Cultivate, getting some lands. Explore, getting some lands. Farseek, getting some lands. Okay. Looking at some good cards here, I guess. Farseek's not bad. Neither is Cultivate. Great Oak Guardian, 6-drop. Flash 4/5 reach. ETBs, creatures, target player controls, gets 2/2, untap them. Holy smokes. It's a good combat trick on the body. Let's see. Nantuko Vigilant, 4-drop, 3/2. Turned face up, blow up artifact or enchantment. Basically a copy of the other card that had the same ability. 2-drop, 1/1. Sakura Tribelder. Sack it, search your library for land. Cool. Does its land. We don't have to read it. Ice Feather Haven. Simic Colors for 2/2. Flying Morph up for 3. Turn face up, return another creature to owner's hand. Sure. Putrefy, blow up a creature or artifact, can't be regenerated. Secret Plans, Sultai enchantment. Face down creatures get 0/1. Whenever a permanent you control turns face up, draw a card. That's powerful. I'd almost mulligan down till I got this card for this deck. Kidding, but that's a good card for this deck specifically. Got a good Sultai Charm. Happy to see the charms. It's nice to see charms. They don't get reprinted often, and they're just really good cards. Urban Evolution, 3-drop, blue-green. Sorcery, draw 3, may play an additional land. Cool. Soul Ring, cool. Thran Dynamo, very cool. You don't always see the Dynamo in these. Got a good rare here, finally. Into the rares, it took me a minute. Got the Kadena Silencer, 2-drop, 2/1 with Megamorph. Turn face up for 3, but it also gets a 1/1 counter. When it's turn face up, counter all abilities your opponents control. Good card. Sudden Substitution, 4-drop, instant, split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate. It's basically an uncounterable card. Or activate abilities. Yeah, it's uncounterable. Exchange, control of target, non-creature spell, and target creature. What? Oh, right, because it's on the stack. Okay, sure. Thought Sponge, 4-drop, 1/1 flash creature sponge. That's a rare type. Enters the battlefield with the number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the greatest number of cards an opponent has drawn this turn. When it dies, draw cards equal to its power. Does see play? You guys let me know. Tell me if this card's even, like, fairly played. Gift of Doom! Sorry. 5-drop, Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature has Death Touch Indestructible. You can morph it. Also sack a creature. Turn it face up for 3. When it's turned face up, attach it to a creature. Sure. That's cool. I like that. I didn't think that permanents like other like non-creatures could also have morph. I think that's pretty neat concept anyway. Thieving Amalgam, 7-drop, 6/7, Ape Snake. Weird. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, manifest the top card of that player's library. So as a 2/2, whenever a creature you control but don't own dies, its owner loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Okay, sure, maybe. Apex Altasaur, 9-drop, 10/10, ETBs, fights a thing. Enrage, whenever it's dealt damage, it fights another thing. So it's a creature board wipe, kind of. So if you could manage to make it indestructible, you could just punch and punch and punch and punch and punch and punch. Because it's being dealt damage, right? So to end the chain, you'd have to fight something. Does it say May? Is it a May ability? No, that's a force fight. That basically, it fights everything that exists. So to end the chain, you'd either have to make it indestructible and fight everything, or fight something that has 0 power. Okay. Road of Return, 2-drop. Return target permanent card from graveyard to hand. Put your commander from hand to the command zone. Huh, weird. Entwine, you can choose both. Pay 2. Cool. Hey, we got Grismold. I was wondering, man. I haven't gotten to play with this card or see this card. I really do like this. The Dread Sower. Golgarian 1, so green, black, 1 for 3/3. Troll Shaman. Beginning of your end step, each player creates a 1/1 green. Each player at your end step, okay, creates a 1/1 plant token. Whenever a creature token dies, anywhere on the board a creature token dies, he gets a 1/1. That's cool. I like that ability. Pendant of Prosperity, 3-drop artifact. Pendant of Prosperity enters the battlefield under the control of an opponent of your choice. 2, tap it, draw a card, then you may put a land from your hand. Put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Pendant of Prosperity's owner draws a card, then that player may put a land card. Okay, sure. Scroll of Fate, 3-drop, manifest a card from your hand. Okay, cool. And, good way to dump lands out of your hand, late game, whatever. It's got a use, I think. Let's see. Ghastly Conscription, 7-drop sorcery. Exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard face down in a face down pile, then manifest those cards. Shuffle it and then manifest them. Okay, cool. Got a mythic here. A Death Mist Raptor, 3-drop, 3/3, Dinosaur Beast, Death Touch. I mean, it's mythic, but it's only in the set, so really it's printed at the same rate as anything else in the set if it's never seen a reprint. But, whatever. Death Touch, whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you may return this from graveyard to battlefield face up or face down, so you wouldn't have to pay the Megamorph cost. That's cool. And obviously when it's turned face up, it gets a 1/1 or whatever. Hooded Hydra, I love this card. I think this is just, I love Hydras. I don't care what anybody says about me. Hydras are sweet. Hooded Hydra, 2-drop X, Snake Hydra, ETBs with X counters. Whenever it dies, create a 1/1 snake creature token for each 1/1 counter on it, and you can morph it for 5. When it's turned face up, put 5 counters on it. Okay, sure. Or you could play it for more if you have more mana. We got Vraska, the Unseen. That's so strange. I don't know if I've seen this before. 5-drop for 5, loyalty. Plus it until next turn whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska the Unseen. Destroy that creature. That's pretty cool. So she has Death Touch to oncoming attackers, which is really neat. And then just -3 to destroy a non-land permanent. That's pretty good. And then -7 create 3 1/1 black assassin creature tokens, which whenever this deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. I love this card. I think this card is really sweet. Got the Chrome Shell Crab, which, I mean, some of its shell is chrome, I guess. 5-drop for a 3/3 Crab Beast, more for 5, up for 3. When it is turned face up, you may exchange control of target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Cool. That goes along with the whole stealing your opponent's things theme. Pretty decent. Ixidron, 5-drop Star Illusion, enters battlefield, turn all other non-token creatures face down. Ixidron's power and toughness are equal to the number of face down creatures on the battlefield. Sure. Okay. Got the Smell Stature. Karu Spell Snatcher. 4-drop 3/3 Naga Wizard. 6 to morph it, up for 3. When Karu's Spell Snatcher is turned face up, counter target spell. If that spell is countered, exile it. Instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost for as long as it remains exiled. Okay, so you counter anything, and then you can get the countered thing anytime, which is really, really powerful. Which then you would control your opponent's thing. Kind of does fit with the theme of stealing your opponent's stuff. Stratus Dancer, turns face up, counter target instant or sorcery. I've got a handful of these. It never did anything, but I have always loved the concept of this card. 1,000 Winds, 6-drop 5/6, flying, morph for 7, up for 3. When it's turned face up, return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hands. Okay, massive bounce spell. I wouldn't pay 6 for a massive bounce spell, honestly. Vesuvian Shapeshifter, okay. 5-drop Shapeshifter, enters battlefield or is turned face up. You may choose another creature on the battlefield. If you do this, until Vesuvian Shapeshifter is turned face down, it becomes a copy of that creature, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this face down. Morph for 2. Okay, sure. Bane of the Living, 4-drop, 4/3, creature insect, morph for 2 black and X. And when it's turned face up, all creatures get -X. Okay. Grim Haruspex? I don't know. 3-drop 3/2 human wizard, morph for 1. And whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. Okay. Hex, 6-drop sorcery, destroy 6 creatures. Okay. Assassin, Silumgar, assassin, 2-drop 2/1. Creatures with power greater than Silumgar assassin's power can't block. I'm pretty sure there's a word for that. Skulk. So Silumgar assassin has Skulk. There's a word for that. Megamorph 3. When it's turned face up, it gets counter for 3. Return as it's turned face up, destroy target creature power 3 or less and opponent controls. Okay. Den Protector, I'm sorry. 2-drop 2/1 creatures with power less than Den Protector's power can't block. Megamorph 2, turn face up, gets counter. When it's turned face up, return target card from graveyard to hand. Pretty good. Overwhelming Stampede, 5-drop sorcery. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. That could be really good, or that could be really bad, depending on your board state. So, okay, sure. Seedborn Muse, what do you do? Pay 5, 2/4 Spirit, untap all permanents you control during each other player's untap step. Oh! This is a powerful card! Hello! Of all the cards I've seen today, this is the most impressive. Alright. Tempt with Discovery, 4-drop, Tempting Offer. Uh-oh. Search a library for a land card put onto the battlefield. Each opponent may search their library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. any land. Doesn't say basic land. For each opponent who searches a library this way, search your library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. Ooh. Ooh, cool. Thelanite Hermit, 4-drop, Elf Shaman. All saplings get 1/1. Okay. Face up for 3 because it's got Megamorph 5. Turn face up, create 4 saplings. Nice. You turn it face up for 5 and you create effectively 8 power on the board. That's pretty good. Trail of Mystery. I can see one of the morph manifest creatures flying around on the card art. Trail of Mystery is 2-drop enchantment. Whenever face down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2 to end a turn. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Biomass Mutation. Hybrid Simic, and X. Creatures you control have base power toughness, XX to end a turn. Pretty cool. Bounty of the Luxa. Neat. Blue, green, and 2. Enchantment. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all flood counters from Bounty of the Luxa. If no counters were removed this way, put a flood counter on it and draw a card. Otherwise, add colorless green, blue. Wow, that's really neat. I like that. Sagu Mauler, 6-drop in Simic colors, 6/6. Trample Hexproof. Uh-oh. Hexproof creatures with trample. I already know where that's going. Can anybody say the one from Exelon? Carnage Tyrant? There we go. I remembered. Ooh. Strionic Resonator. Copy target triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Nice. Alright, now we got into the lands. Let me just count up all the rare lands, and then we'll talk about the non-rare lands and the fact that we got an Ash Barrens, Bajuka Bog, Command Tower is always nice, and then of course we've got the Tap Land, Evolving Wilds, Tap Land, Tap Land, Tap Land, Life Tap Land, Myriad Landscape, Opulent Palace. Nice, Opulent Palace. Reliquary Tower, Tap Land, Temple of the False God, not too bad. Terramorphic Expanse, Tap Land. Now, where are the fetch lands? Where are the shock lands? I can already tell you. Darkwater Catacombs. Okay, look, man. We got a good filter land. Cool. Cool with the filter land. I like the filter land. Exotic Orchard, another good land. Anything your opponent can make, you can make it. So, you might only have colorless, or you might get what you want. Land of War Wastes. That's a good card. I recently just bought a bunch of these because I think pain lands are really good. Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. You could tap 1 colorless or 2, and only to spend activate colorless spells. I don't know if Morph counts as this, but sure. Sunken Hollow, unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Alright. Thespian Stage, you can copy a thing. Very neat. And a Yavimaya Coast, another card that I just bought a good handful of. Alright, well, as you can hear in the background, I got a beautiful little girl that really wants to talk to her daddy. So, that was the Kadena Slinking Sorcery Commander deck. And, yeah, I think we could have had some shock lands, maybe a couple other, better rare lands, but other than that, I'm fairly happy with the outcome of this, this opening. I really do like it. I think it worked out pretty well. Alright, she is really calling for me, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just want to say thank you for stopping by. You all have a great day. This was KrepsyK. And I'm getting out of here.